Darvish Hideo and Kenta Maeda.
Here's the 3-2 once again.
And there it is, a strikeout number 1,000.
Hey, Baseball Extra fans. Ever seen a game where the stats defy belief? History is made, and then the whole thing just unravels? Tonight, we witnessed a wild one from the Big A, a warm night that started with anticipation and ended with an explosion of runs. Get ready for a deep dive into every jaw-dropping moment of the Athletics versus Angels showdown. This is the kind of Major League Baseball action you won't want to miss. Welcome back to the Big A, where the atmosphere was electric for Game 2 between the Angels and the Athletics. It was a special Fiesta Angels night, and right from the start, history was on the menu. Our focus early on was the talented lefty Yusei Kikuchi. He stepped onto the mound just one strikeout shy of an incredible career milestone, 1,000 Major League Baseball strikeouts. Think about that for a second. If he achieved it, he'd join an elite club, becoming only the fourth Japanese-born pitcher in baseball history to reach that mark, alongside legends like Darvish, Iwakuma, and Maeda. The tension was palpable. And then, it happened. With a 3-2 count, Kikuchi unleashed a wicked slider, catching Langlier's looking. Strikeout number 1,000. What a moment for Kikuchi, who wasted no time etching his name into the record books. The crowd erupted, recognizing the significance of this achievement. We saw the broadcast make sure to secure that historic baseball, a fantastic keepsake. That slider, diving down and in, was absolutely perfect for the punch-out. It truly showcased his pitching prowess. But baseball is a fickle game, and while Kikuchi celebrated, the Athletics were cooking. Despite his historic moment, the Angels' defense soon faced a test. We saw a long run in right field for a nice catch, but the A's quickly generated traffic on the bases. 2 straight walks but runners aboard, bringing up Jacob Wilson, who's been tearing it up with a .314 batting average, second in the American League. Wilson promptly delivered a liner into left field, dropping just in front of Ward. Kurtz was wisely held at third by the third base coach, Eric Martins, but the bases were loaded for Soderstrom. The pressure was building on Kikuchi. What happened next was a turning point. Soderstrom hit a line drive to left, seemingly a routine play for Ward, but Ward misjudged it horribly. The ball hung in the air, then inexplicably sailed all the way to the wall. Kurtz scored, Thomas scored, and Wilson came all the way around to score too. 3 runs on what should have been an out. You could see the disbelief on Kikuchi's face as the ball got past Ward. His expression said it all, just utterly beside himself. It was a play Ward has made countless times, but tonight, he seemed to get locked up, expecting the ball to come down earlier. This moment really set the tone for a challenging night for the Angels' defense. Despite the misplay, Kikuchi eventually managed to get out of the inning with a little pop-up right to Neto, but the damage was done.
As the game progressed, we saw J.T. Ginn enter the game for his 13th start. He's known for his sinker, and the crowd was out in good numbers, a 6'3" presence on the mound. He faced Yoans Moncada, who lifted one to center. Butler came in, made the catch, and Ginn delivered a clean 1-2-3 inning. A good start for the new pitcher, providing a moment of calm after the storm. Then came another highlight, this time from the Angels' defense. Lawrence Butler stepped up and he hit a shot that looked destined for a base hit. But Zach Neto had other ideas. He ranged to his right, made a tough backhand play, and fired a perfect off-balance throw to first for the out. "Make a play, Zach. Make this look good," the announcer quipped, and Neto certainly delivered. This play really showcased Neto's incredible range and arm strength, something that sometimes goes unappreciated. While he occasionally faces criticism for outs above average, plays like this demonstrate his invaluable contribution to the team's defensive strategy. It was a reminder that even when things are going wrong, individual brilliance can shine through. 2 quick outs, but the A's weren't done. Langlier's then hit a line drive over the leaping Moncada into the corner. Ward got to it, but Langlier's pulled into second with a standing double. A sweet swing on a slider from Kikuchi, who was still on the mound. Rooker followed, dumping a ball into right. Adele was on the run, and the ball dropped fast, fair, and just out of his reach. Langlier scored, and Rooker was into second with an RBI double. back-to-back doubles, and suddenly it was a 4-0 A's lead. The Athletics were relentless, taking advantage of every opportunity. It felt like good things happened to good people as that ball found grass, adding to the Angels' woes. Kikuchi then walked Kurtz again on 4 pitches, putting runners at first and second with 2 outs. Colby Thomas stepped to the plate. Thomas, taking advantage of the patience shown to Kurtz, knew he was going to get pitches to hit, and hit them he did. He drove one to deep left field. Ward went back, and Thomas absolutely crushed it, a crank engine shot that made it a commanding 7-0 A's advantage. This sequence highlighted how opposing teams strategize. If you don't want to deal with Kurtz and walk him, you can't afford to overlook a dangerous hitter like Colby Thomas. He made them pay dearly for the free pass. This was a clear example of how strategic walks can backfire, especially when a powerful hitter is waiting in the wings. The Angels, despite being down, managed to get a pair of 2-out hits, showing a glimmer of hope. They needed to start pecking away at the lead, taking a page out of the A's book. Just when the Angels tried to build some momentum, we saw an absolutely ridiculous play by Gelliff at second base. With a 1-2 count, a line drive was hit up the middle. Gelliff stabbed it with a dive, got up, and fired to first for the out. All smiles from the A's second baseman. A moment of leathered larceny that kept their 7-0 lead intact. What a display of athleticism.
In the bottom of the third, a pop-up to shallow right, and Kurtz went out into foul territory, making a fantastic catch near the railing for the second out. He's a player who clearly loves the game, shooting a look down to the dugout as if to say, "Ooh, yeah, that was good." Despite the A's dominance, Mike Trout, as always, provided a spark. With 2 outs, he roped one to left for a base hit, a flush, happy swing with 109 miles per hour off the bat. It was a slider down and away, but right in Trout zone. Ohape stepped to the plate next and hit a rocket to center field. Butler, with all his speed, tracked it to the wall, but couldn't make the play. Mike Trout rounded third and was sent home, scoring the Angels' first run. Ohape ended up at third. Trouble for the A's in the outfield, and the Angels were finally on the board. That was 107 miles per hour off the bat for Ohape, his 31st RBI of the season. He absolutely hammered a changeup, a pitch that has been hit hard against Ginn this year. That's pure power to dead center field, off the wall. It was also interesting to see Jacob Wilson, whose dad was a great shortstop, running out to help in the outfield, baseball history running through his veins. As the game spiraled, the Angels even brought in a position player to pitch, Scott Kingery. His last pitching appearance was way back in his rookie year with the Phillies. And believe it or not, he actually got a strikeout, even though his pitches were well below hitting speed. The A's weren't done, though. After back-to-back singles against Kingery, Carlos Cortez stepped up as a pinch hitter. Cortez drove one to deep right, and boom, his first career big league home run. The smile on his face as he rounded the bases said it all. Position player or not, it counts. A 12-1 lead for the A's, the first of his career coming against a position player. The A's continued their assault, with Langers driving a fly ball to left off the base of the wall, scoring 2 more runs for a 14-1 lead. Angels fans were clearly voicing their frustration with how the game had unfolded. But the Angels showed some fight till the end. Matthew Lugo, getting a chance to swing, crushed his first pitch to right field for a solo home run. Great opposite field power. His 4th of the season, and then Joe Adell, not to be outdone, absolutely annihilated a pitch for his 34th home run of the season, closing in on 100 RBIs. You love to see Joe Adell lifting the baseball and hitting balls in the air. Kingery was back out there in the 9th, and the A's continued to add on. J.J. Blady cranked one to right that hugged the line and was gone, making it 17-3. Willie Calhoun started warming up, a testament to how wild this game had become. The Athletics ultimately secured a massive 17-4 victory, a long 2-hour and 59-minute game. What a night of baseball highlights!
That was an unforgettable night of baseball, full of historic moments, defensive blunders, and an explosion of offense. What was your favorite play or biggest shocker from this game? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this in-depth breakdown, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Baseball Extra for more exclusive content, game analyses, and all the latest in Major League Baseball. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.